Yes. Yes. Scan. Yes. Scan. Yes. Scan. Come on. Yes. We scan. Yes. We scan. Let's go. Yes. We scan. 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 Are we done scanning?
Thank you, everyone. So we had to show some skills because I thank you for everything that you showed me just now. And in the hip-hop culture, usually if you want to speak, you should show that you got some skills. And I just collaborated with some of my friends, and I want to show you another skill. So, about 4 days ago, I decided I've been thinking about the different things that I've been seeing in the city. And I decided, I've been listening to so many speeches by different people in hip-hop, people like Ashker and people like KRS-One, and I wanted to come and give my own talk about hip-hop and about our culture here in Buffalo. So, who would like to tell me, my fellow Buffalonians and people of the world, what is hip-hop? Would anyone like to say? How about over here? Would you like to tell, what do you think when you hear hip-hop?
I think of great beats, I think of great dancing, I think of graffiti, and I think it's been around for fucking 30 years, and that's amazing.
Okay, thank you. How about anyone here? Would you tell us what you think hip-hop?
Breaking.
What is hip-hop?
MCing, DJing, and graffiti. Get some.
Anyone? How about over here? How about, tell us what you think?
I thought it was a conspiracy set in motion by the Illuminati. That's why I've been recently on YouTube.
People, all those rap videos, people seeing those rap, and people say rap in the Illuminati videos, so he's bringing that. Okay, let me tell you, hip-hop is a culture I and many others grew up in, and yet it is often not understood well, both by those who claim to love it and by those who wish to critique it. The first hip-hop party was held August 11, 1973, at 1520 Sedgwick Avenue in the Bronx. It was held by DJ Kool Herc, who wanted to raise money for his sisters going back to school. And it was in the rec room of the housing project where 1520 Sedgwick Avenue is. The name hip-hop for the culture was chosen by Africa Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation on August 12, 1974 to commemorate the one-year anniversary of the Zulu Nation, an early hip-hop and community society. Before this, hip-hop was known by many other names, and people used to even call it bebop because they saw it as an extension of jazz at that time in previous Afro-American musics. The term hip-hop was chosen because MCs like Keith Cowboy, DJ Hollywood, and Lovebug Starsky would say, hip-hop, a hippie to the hippie and a hip-hop and you don't stop, So they said, let's call it hip-hop. And people now spell it with capital letters instead of the lowercase letters to show respect for the culture. It started out with 4 elements. What do you think are some of the 4 elements? The first one is MCing. Just like when when you were talking on the party, you were the one that was saying the words when the DJ was doing the DJing. The first MCs were actually DJs themselves. And that can now include things such as freestyling, rapping, hosting, and singing. And rap music is the commercial aspect as we know it today. Some people like to take the small aspect of the MC role and turn it into a marketable product. DJing. DJing is when you spin the records, and that's how we were making the music, because a lot of people couldn't afford instruments even at that time. Even today, the turntable is the best-selling instrument in the world, overtaking guitar. And now you can even combine synthesizers and other instruments to play with DJs, and you can use loopers and samplers. The third element was breaking, the b-boys who were dancing over the breaks as they were playing, doing their dances such as poppin', lockin', body rock, and top rock. Finally, they had street art, which people commonly call graffiti. And you can even combine it nowadays with any other previous art form in the sort of postmodern expression. After a while, when Ashker Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation decided a fifth element was needed, this element was knowledge, and sometimes called street knowledge by KRS-One and the book, the Gospel of Hip Hop. So knowledge is the skills needed to grow and survive in the world. It includes all spiritual systems, social systems, government, understanding, history, mathematics, all sciences, arts, and crafts not covered under the other elements. That was a description I've come to think after years of thinking about it. But after a while, a book came out, The Temple of Hip Hop by KRS-One, and he said there's additional skills we need to survive in the streets. Because as you know, a lot of the people who practice hip hop, they don't make the big money off it. The people who are in the streets actually doing it for the community. The people who invented it, their children are hungry now. A lot of them are hungry too. So he added the elements of beatboxing. Beatboxing is using your mouth in a non-vocal manner. I mean a vocal manner, but in a not using linguistics. Saying words. Instead of being like, hey, how you do? This is Scantron coming through. You can go. So it's a little bit different skill. The seventh element is street fashion. And it said street, but now I want to extend it. I think we should think of everything being in nature. The street is a production of us. We're a production of nature. If we don't balance it, like when I lived in Singapore, we would have gardens up on the top of roofs. Maybe we should think about it in Buffalo, getting some gardens up on top of every single person's roof to get a little bit more green. So street fashion is the clothing and accessories created to represent yourself. It's another element. Street language. Those are the slang, metaphor, simile, and language needed to survive and artistically represent one's day-to-day environment. It also includes mastery, I believe, of any language needed for any situation once you get good at understanding how to communicate. This includes all foreign languages and ways of speaking, so as not to be ignorant or controlled by external forces. The last and ninth element that KRS-One wanted to add was street entrepreneurship, or as I like to say, entrepreneurship. Skillfully managing one's abilities and products in order to create a sustainable life with the wealth needed to survive. One should strive to eliminate exploitation in one's business. Think of the ancient concept of right livelihood. So that's one, I think, the community aspect of the old hip-hop, we should bring it back with these. But I would like to say today, I think we need a 10th element. And that 10th element is street wisdom, or wisdom. Because once you've got all the knowledge, we can find everything with the internet through the computers now. But are we practically applying it to survive in the day-to-day life? To not be exploited, and to be able to have life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness? The most important things from the first American document, even before the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. You need wisdom and able to bring these things about, because we see possibly ourselves and many others are not able to apply. So I would like to say that I feel I have mastered all the elements. Maybe not, I can't run up the wall like Solomon, but that's one of the last things I gotta finish. So I want to say that right now, I want to represent Buffalo in a movie that's coming out. A movie called Tiger Sutra. It's a movie that I'm making which will showcase hundreds of artists. There's already 200 artists we're in talks with. People such as Aaron Water, one of the greatest dancers, people like Dario Moore, people like Griffin, one of the greatest drummers, and the movie will represent all the parts of Allentown, all the parts of Buffalo. I'm sorry. When we go to Allentown and you walk into Nietzsche's, Jeff Goldstein is going to do a poem. When you walk past Bidwell, you're going to see the best hula hoop and hack sack routines that we can choreograph. We're going to have large-scale dance number in Delaware Park using trains, and I believe that this will bring a lot of tourism to our region. I've done a lot of research. These are just sections of part of the hundreds of books that I've read. I've read around 200 books and articles. This is on Taiwan films that I'm going to show in festivals around the world. I'm even, some of the books fell out, but I'll mention them another time. And I'd like to say this year, from Buffalo Movie Video Makers, I received the 2012 First Place Annual Prize for my short film, Fire Jazz version. And the video has got almost 8,000 views online in the last year. And it's been featured on prominent blogs in other countries such as Taiwan.
Nice.
Because of this, I believe I have the ability to finish a project I started. I've applied for a $7,000 New York Foundation of the Art grant, and I'm also talking to private investors. But I believe a key aspect, now that I have played everywhere in Buffalo, I've been honing all my skills. I've even been practicing my drawing, because this is based on the first picture that I ever tried to attempt when I was 5, my first day of kindergarten. It was called Tadpoles Go to the Movie Theater, and I showed the teacher and I drew it, and I told the teacher, I said, I wanted to impress her. I said, I've never drawn anything that didn't happen before. And I said, and then also I asked her how to write out Tadpoles Go to the Movie Theater on a marquee, and I said, it's what's happening in the story, but it's also the name of the title of the picture, and it's also what's happening. It's actually in the picture. It's what's happening. It's a theme, and it's a title. And the teacher said, you shouldn't draw things that don't exist. And all the kids, they said it scared them. They said they didn't like the picture. So this was me reclaiming my art.
Woo!
Thank you. And we have to remember to encourage our kids. That's why I came here, to tell the kids. The sign was saying, yes, we stand, but it might as well say, yes, you, and we will help you. You know, we can work together. Think about our youth. Ask your elders, because they want to share with you. You know, yes, we stand, more like yes, we Buffalo, yes, we world, because all these connections is all one thing. That's how we should see it. And when I say, I want to announce today my candidacy for Boom. I want everyone to write to boom@artvoice.com, BOOM @artvoice.com, because this year I'm going to win the Boom competition, and I'm going to bring that publicity to Buffalo, because I want to say right now, if it comes to me, it's not about me, it's about the project and the movie. When I was a little kid, my mom used to play an album called The Femmes. It had 4 songs, and I used to listen to it. My mom was telling me, I had all these posters up. My mom had to move outside the city, and all these posters up from the Continental and all these clubs. And my mom said, one day, you're going to go and be the biggest musician in Buffalo. And I would go to sleep every night saying, I'm going to be the biggest musician in Buffalo one day. And hearing those records playing from Buffalo, and I came out, started playing Nietzsche's at 14. I played everywhere. So now I just want to say, to boom@artvoice.com, because yes, we stand. I want to say in the movie also, a big thing that's going to be in the movie, which I don't want to give away the plot, is we want to talk about the Buffalo spirit and how it came to be. Like I was saying, there's an album called The Femmes. There's a man named Mark Freeland, and who never sold out. He never sold out, and recently some people came into Buffalo, and a lot of people are coming into Buffalo who want to use Buffalo talent, but they don't know how to use it. So we got to remember, my last message to everyone, solidarity. Don't sell out your talent or your resources, because that was the problem with hip-hop. That's why everyone doesn't hear conscious hip-hop. We are bringing it here into a new artistic trend, taking all the 10 elements, but applying what else we got. When we hear DJing, we put on guitar. When we hear rapping, we put on singing. That's what we're doing in Buffalo. Everything's coming to the close. It's a final evolution, and I believe it's happening right here in Buffalo. Buffalo! So one thing, I know we got some kids here. There's 2 things I want to tell the kids. If you ever want to beatbox, it's easy. You take the sounds from English. You take the P, you ever know the P, like please? You say please. You take the K sound, like cat. take the T sound, like tadpole. You take, and then when you do the P sound, you can make it lift higher or lower. So it's all sounds from English. And one last thing, if you want to teach kids how to rhyme, call me. You're gonna come in my class, okay? Okay. If I have some kids, instead of giving them a book here and write a little poem, I'll say, I'll give you a topic. How about the bat in the cave? Okay, so Coleman, he's been a student for a while.
The bat in the cave.
The bat in the cave.
Off the top.
Just wait a second, no, it's coming out, put it on beat for you, wait a second.
Oh, smooth. Yeah. A 1, 2. On the microphone, I never misbehave. I see in the dark like a bat in the cave. That's real, and that's real. I check me moving like a third wheel on your trike, and I'm hovering through like Marty McFly. You know that there be no hip hop would never die. Throw your hands up in the 716, and I still get funky on everything. So. The bat in the cave, just like a brave, nobody's slave, cause we want to own our own opportunity, cause you know what the boom gonna be, our voice, Scantron the choice, don't you know, gonna make some noise, had Coleman in the place, had Coleman in the place, now, had Coleman, what you gonna say about the bat in the cave? Well, you know, rhyming is the location. On the microphone, I'll use my echolocation. That's the sound waves I surf on. I be turning blue when I get my smurf on. Watching cartoons, Scantron with the boom. And every time we get animated like a cartoon. And that's the realest talk ever. The young couple guys, it's so clever, word.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for indulging me. I just want to show it a little bit. I know it took a little bit of time, but I thought there was some nice things to say. I just wanted to make a speech because I'm inspired. I think more people should make some speeches, you know. And thank you, Solomon. You obliged me, and I appreciate it. And thank you, everyone. Solomon is a real first-class guy. He mastered all the elements, too. So you can comment about anything you got.
Woo!